Hi, this is Ashlyn. And today I wanted to talk a bit about the things that inspired my new song, An Introduction to Quantum Physics. I have a playlist of 8 songs that were really important to the inspiration when I was making this song, and so I want to go through and explain why these songs helped with the creation of my new music. And the first one that I have here is I Fell in Love with Princess Peach by Hot Mulligan. Hot Mulligan has been a massive influence on my music. If you've listened to any of it, well, actually, I guess I don't have any out right now. But when you listen to more of the stuff that I do, Tades' voice specifically, I take a lot of inspiration from his voice with how I scream and transition from screaming to singing and whatnot. The structure of the song, I also did take a lot of inspiration with the kind of build into this explosive final segment that's very similar, and I really love this song. I've got other stuff related to it that I'll talk about later at another time. But anyway, the next song that really inspired me was Crash by Eden. It was the first Eden song I had ever heard. Uh, I love this song a lot. This one didn't inspire so much structure wise as it did Eden's voice. I connected with a lot, and I tried to not necessarily mimic, but I tried to incorporate his sound into my voice in the first part. And I also found that the instrumentation within the beginning of the song, I drew a bit off of that. The next song I have is "Glimpse of Us" by Joji. Another phenomenal song. I remember hearing it when it first released, and I loved it. This one, I really only took inspiration from his voice. I really, really love Joji's voice on this song, and some of the lyrical content as well. I very much connected with the lyrical content of this song a lot. I love it a lot. The fourth song that I have, and probably the most important to an introduction to quantum physics, is Just Not Sure by Curtains and Glaive. It's really weird, but this is probably the biggest inspiration for it. I wrote the chords to the beginning of An Introduction to Quantum Physics after I listened to Just Not Sure like 5 times, and I wanted to learn the guitar chords to it. It's I don't remember the chords. It's like an F major 7 and an A minor 7G or something weird like that. I'll put up on the screen what they are. But I learned the chords from that, and then I was messing around with different voicings for those chords, and I kind of stumbled into uh, these 2 chords that I use in the beginning of the song. Uh, Other than that, this song ends up turning into like a club, into more of a club sound that I didn't take a lot of inspiration from, but that beginning part specifically, I pulled a lot from those chords. The next song I have is Hypochondriac by Breakins. This one I took a lot of inspiration from Breakins' voice. I love Randy's voice, and I do try to incorporate his sound into my voice, my regular singing voice, a lot because I really like it, and I think that I can kind of match it. And also, I find that the lyrical content, the kind of mournfulness within the content of the lyrics, I really related with. The next song I have is a bit closer to the sound that I went for. It's "Let's Talk About Your Hair" by Have Mercy. This one is definitely more of a fourth wave emo sound. I drew a decent amount of inspiration for the drumming from this song, specifically the drums in the chorus. I remember listening to that and thinking I should do something kind of like this, and then changing it a bit. Uh, but I also connected with the lyrical content once again. I think it's a fantastic song. The second to last song I have on here is "The Night I Drove Alone" by Citizen. Uh, the first Citizen song I'd ever heard, and the structure of the song is very similar to how I wrote an introduction to quantum physics, with that kind of quieter beginning, and then the explosive back end of it. And I also find that the way that Citizen writes their lyrics, not a bit more abstract than some of the other artists here, but I really, really enjoy it, and I took a lot of inspiration from that. And the last song I have on here is kind of a funky one, but it's "Covet" by Basement. This one specifically inspired the outro of this song and potentially another song that I'm currently writing that I don't want to get too into. But the outro drums, I specifically drew inspiration from. I learned how to play Covet by Basement on drums, and I play it a lot because it's really fun, even though it's not the most difficult thing in the world. But I found that the drums in the verses were very similar to what I wanted for this sound in the outro. And I also did draw inspiration from the outro of Covet by Basement, where it's just that drum part. And so I tried to make the drums more prominent within the mix in the outro to kind of do what Basement does on this song. Uh, all of these songs, great songs. I'll have this playlist up on my profile next week. I'll put it up once my song is out so that I can have the song on the playlist as well. But right now, as this video goes up, uh, my song, An Introduction to Quantum Physics, will be available for purchase on Bandcamp. You do not have to purchase it if you do not want to, can't afford it, whatever. For anyone who does purchase it, I thank you greatly because it's a really important thing for me to release my first original song. But for everyone else, uh, I don't have a specific timeline on when I'm going to get this onto streaming services, but I want to put it up by next week, Friday. So thank you for watching.